Okay, let me say good afternoon to everyone. And I'm honored to have with me today Commissioner Adrian Garcia, Precinct 2, Harris County, and then City Councilwoman Tasha Jackson of District B. And also you will be hearing from Scott Burns, the Vice President of Customer Experience and Innovation for Reliant, and then remarks from Deborah Moore, the Assistant Director of Human Service Division of Houston Health Department. Look, welcome to the 17th Annual Beat the Heat News Conference. This year we are joined, of course, again by Scott Burns, Vice President of Customer Experience and Innovation for Reliant, Harris County Commissioner Adrian Garcia, and Houston Health Department Deborah Moore. As you know, Houston is already experiencing hotter temperatures this summer than ever before. In June alone, the first 14 days have been the hottest on record for any June in Houston. Those of us who grew up without air conditioning know how important fans and cooling centers are during Houston summers. But I would tell you, even if you have a fan, you can be blowing, but you just pushing around hot air. You know, hot is hot, and a fan only just kind of circulates the hot air. You know, but for those of us who had ceiling fans in the evening, into the night, that was not a bad place to be. But that's why we are once again urging you to beat the heat by staying cool at home. I'm happy to announce that this year Reliant is donating $75,000 that will assist in providing portable air conditioning units to Houston residents through Harris County Area Agency on Aging and Precinct 2 together. We are thankful for Reliant's continued generosity and partnership for the Beat the Heat program. This donation helps the Houston Health Department's Area Agency on Aging to continue to offer portable air conditioners to qualifying individuals. Deborah Moore, the Deputy Director of the Health Department, will speak later about how to apply for the AC units. I want to remind Houstonians that the heat we are currently experiencing is expected to last through the rest of the work week into next week. In fact, not too long ago, about a week ago, Chief Pinion with the fire department had indicated that they have been responding to even more calls as it relates to heat. And so the City of Houston will once again open cooling centers only in the event of heat emergencies, and when this occurs, proper social distancing and sanitation measures will be in place to ensure safety. If a heat emergency is activated, residents without air conditioning can call 311 for locations of cooling centers to seek refuge from the heat during the hottest part of the day. But let me encourage, especially seniors, if you got air conditions and they are working, I would prefer that you turn them on and utilize them than just to be in your home and deal with that heat, because heat can be detrimental to your lives. And then let me encourage people to check on your neighbors, especially our senior citizens as well. But let me now invite Scott Burns, the Vice President of Customer Experience and Innovation for Reliant, to tell us how they are helping Houstonians beat the heat this year, and he will be followed by Commissioner Adrian Garcia. Scott.
Thank you, Mayor Turner, and good afternoon. So I'd like to first start by thanking the City of Houston, Mayor Sylvester Turner, Harris County Precinct 2, Commissioner Adrian Garcia, and all the groups represented here for their ongoing partnership with us on our annual Beat the Heat program. Many people know Reliant as the electricity provider for their home or business. We're committed to that, but we're also focused on supporting our community as we strive to beat the heat, take care of our neighbors, and stay cool this summer. We still have a few days until we can officially say it's summer, but we all know it's here with the recent heat we've all been experiencing. The extreme heat has settled in. It can be dangerous, especially for our seniors and our most vulnerable neighbors. We also know that hot weather means increased electricity use. Fluctuations in electricity bills, often during periods of high use and extreme weather like the hot summer months, can make it tough to manage a monthly budget, especially for those who live on fixed incomes. And that's even more of a concern this summer given the current economy and inflation that we're seeing across all categories. One thing I think we can all agree on is that no one should have to worry about how they will pay their electricity bill or put their health at risk by not running their AC when the weather gets hot. That's why we continue our long-standing partnership and annual Beat the Heat program with the City of Houston and the Houston Health Department. We're thrilled to continue working with Harris County Precinct 2 to expand our efforts to help residents stay cool during summer's extreme temperatures, and we want to thank them for the amazing work that they do. Today, we are excited to announce the opening of 21 Beat the Heat centers across Houston. These air-conditioned spaces, which are free and open until the end of September, help keep the community cool and safe through the summer months and also offer refreshments and activities for the visitors there. Additionally, as Mayor Turner mentioned, we're donating $75,000 to get nearly 200 portable AC units and cooling devices to those who need it most. And this includes $55,000 to Houston Health Department's Harris County Area Agency on Aging and $20,000 to Precinct Together, Harris County Precinct 2's nonprofit arm. Finally, we know that seasonal spikes in electricity bills can be very difficult to residents to manage as they use more power to cool their homes. We're doing everything we can to help at Reliant, and we encourage customers in need to reach out to us directly. Whether it's payment extensions, average monthly billing, or payment bill assistance through our CARE program, we want to help. And so for those that aren't familiar, our CARE program helps customers who are facing financial hardship pay their electricity bills through local agency assistance made possible by both Reliant and customer contributions. This summer, Reliant is committing $1 million in funding for agencies to directly support customers across Texas. Anyone who needs help paying their electricity bill this summer can call 211 if you're within Texas, or visit 211texas.org. Reliant customers can also contact us 24/7 through a number of convenient ways, including 1-866-222-7100 on our website, via our online chat, or via the Reliant app. So no matter what summer brings, we in Houston and Reliant are ready with decades of experience serving customers in Texas, and you can count on us to be there beside you. Thank you. Stay safe and cool this summer. Mayor Turner.
Thank you, Scott. Mayor Turner, good to be with you again, and thank you for all you do to make sure that we're taking care of our most vulnerable citizens. Council member, good to see you. And Ms. Moore, thank you for your leadership as well. Adrian Garcia, County Commissioner, Precinct 2, and proud partner with the City of Houston and Mayor Turner in our efforts to do all that we can to take care of our most vulnerable seniors during these nice, warm Houston summer days. I remember when there was some ways to try to make sure people knew that Houston's a great place to come. We remember some of those campaigns called Houston, it's hot. It sure is. But let me just simply say that it is hot. It is hot because we have leaders in this community that care about every one of our citizens. And I'm proud of the partnership with Reliant. I want to thank you, Scott, for your support. $20,000 has been donated to Precinct Together to help provide 100 units to vulnerable members of our community. And I want to thank the leadership of our Precinct Together team, Jose Jimenez and Ron Rodriguez, for their leadership in working with the Area Agency on Aging for supporting us and helping identify those seniors who need these units the most. And I want to encourage that people visit my website, hcp2.com, or simply call 713-274-2222 to get information about our cooling centers. We have 10 facilities that we will be making available to anyone. Now, you don't have to wait for there to be a major heat advisory. We have activities going on at our centers, so if you want to know which one is closest to you, simply call us or visit our website and start coming to visit our facilities. We have incredible programs for any age, and we want to make sure that you know you have a home there. And just on on a closing point, Mayor, I remember my days. You know, my family immigrated, and we were celebrating DACA yesterday. My family immigrated to Houston in 1959 in August. From Mexico City, that tends to be a little cooler. Tends to get rain on a regular basis. And then we got here. But to the spirit of today, it was neighbors that welcomed us. Folks from German immigrants themselves that made my family feel welcomed. But I also remember, as I got a little older, that it was a cool wooden floor that I found very comfortable on those warm summer nights. And I'll just say to everyone, look, the heat can be difficult at times, but know that we are working hard to do all that we can to take care of every one of our citizens, and we can't do it alone. So once again, I want to thank Reliant. I want to thank the City of Houston for their leadership in this. Precinct 2 has followed in the example of the City of Houston in this regard, and my team for making sure that these units are getting to some well-deserving and vulnerable individuals in our community. I'll share a few words in Spanish. Adrián García, el comisionado del Precinto 2 del Condado de Harris, aquí con el alcalde Sylvester Turner, la concejal Tarsha Jackson, el señor de Reliant, Scott, y la directora del Departamento de Salud, la señora Moore. Estamos aquí para reconocer que estamos en la época del verano y sabemos que algunas veces el verano aquí en nuestra área puede ser un poco difícil. Pero le quiero dar las gracias a Reliant porque con una donación al equipo no lucrativo del Precinto 2, estamos llevando a cabo 100 unidades de aire acondicionados principalmente a nuestros ancianos, y con la ayuda de ellos, esto es nuevamente un esfuerzo que hemos llevado a cabo anualmente, haciendo todo posible para ayudar a todos los residentes que son vulnerables por el calor, y haciendo todo posible para también ofrecer 10 de nuestros centros comunitarios para que la gente pueda encontrar aire acondicionado, programación para cualquier edad. Y le queremos dar la bienvenida y invitarlos que si quieren información de dónde está el centro más cerca de uno, sencillamente visiten nuestra página de internet hcp2.com, o sencillamente pueden llamar a nuestro centro de comunicaciones al 713-274-2222. Y nuevamente, nomás para darle las gracias al alcalde, a Reliant, porque este es un evento que llevamos a reconocer que el verano de nosotros puede ser un poco difícil y problemático, pero con el enlace que tenemos con Reliant y otros, es algo que le podemos hacer mucho más suave a muchas familias en nuestra área. Gracias. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor Turner. Certainly, thank you, Commissioner Garcia in Precinct 2 for the partnership. Councilmember Tarsha Jackson, and certainly want to thank Scott and the Reliant team for the partnership. This is our 17th annual Beat the Heat kickoff. 17 years. Somebody's getting older. I'm not quite sure. So I am Deborah Moore. I'm the Assistant Director, as said, for the Houston Health Department, but also oversee the Harris County Area Agency on Aging. Now, as has been mentioned, we know that Houston is hot, extremely hot. I mean, today's forecast was supposed to be getting into the 3 digits, 100 degrees. Too much heat is dangerous for anyone. But for our vulnerable populations, our seniors, and our people with disabilities, extreme heat will put them at a higher risk of overheating and possibly heat stroke. That's why the Houston Health Department and the Harris County Area Agency on Aging is always very pleased to once again partner with our very valuable partner, Reliant, which is an NRG company in protecting the health and well-being of Houstonians. Reliant and the Houston Health Department will be working together to coordinate tabling events, to share safety, public health, and energy assistance and conservation information throughout the program season at all of our multi-service center cooling centers. And if you want more information about the cooling centers and the location, please contact our call center at 832-393-4301. We're also partnering to provide portable air conditioning units while they are available to older adults and people with disabilities who have no means of cooling their homes. If you're interested in applying for one of these units, again, please call 832-393-4301 and just let us know that you want to apply for an air conditioning unit because you have no means of cooling your homes. Again, we want to encourage you to stay safe. Remember, these are hot summer months, so stay hydrated, ventilated, and activate a buddy plan where you check on your buddy and your buddy checks on you during these very hot times when the temperature is extremely high. I think that is our information, but we do have 4 of our air conditioning recipients here today. We have 4 seniors with us today. So we want to bring them up at this time, Mayor. Miss Eva Martinez.
Come on down.
Miss Mary Ellen Terry. Miss Geraldine Felder. And Miss Carol Figgs. Come on in, ladies.
Come on in into the center here.
So these are our 4 seniors that will be receiving air conditioners today. Thank you.
Give it up to these seniors. Oh, you've been waiting to meet me. Gotta put a ring on it. Look. Is that right? Well, we're gonna have this conversation offline. Look, we got these TV people up here. Let's stay with Beat the Heat, 'cause you got me sweating. But look, we don't want anyone to get sick, heat strokes, die because of the heat. And I just want to thank Reliant for their generosity, Commissioner Adrian Garcia for stepping up, and I know what he's doing in Precinct 2, Harris County. Deborah Moore, it's been 17 years. I think I've been to most of them, those 17 years, and Councilman Matasha Jackson, numbers of seniors in District B, and quite frankly all over the city. So if you are needing air conditioning units, please take advantage as long as we have them. 832-393-4301. 832-393-4301. And again, let me encourage people to check on the seniors. It's going to be hot. It's already hot. Okay, it's already hot. So to take advantage of the cooling stations as well. Having said that, did I leave out anything? Okay. Come on. Come on.
Queremos estar seguros que todos lleguen a saber cómo comunicarse para saber cómo pueden aplicar para los aire acondicionados con la ciudad de Houston. El teléfono es 832-393-4301. 832-393-4301. Gracias.
Thank you. And Chief Payne, is there anything that you are noticing, especially as it relates to our seniors or kids, that you want to highlight? Because it is about beating this heat.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Mayor, and thank you, Commissioner Garcia,
the health department, certainly Reliant for the incredible effort every year to ensure that our most vulnerable are taken care of. From our perspective, just simply a reminder that the heat, with the elevated heat comes some other issues for us that we respond to on a yearly basis. One of them is the people being left in vehicles, in hot vehicles. We got to remember, it doesn't take much for that heat in that closed vehicle to get to a temperature that is hazardous and deadly for certainly our children, pets, and those adults with disabilities that may not be able to self-rescue from these vehicles. The other thing that we see every year as the summer kicks in and as the days get hotter, people are looking for some relief. Water and pools are one way that Houstonians go to try to get some relief. Please be mindful that every year we have, unfortunately, instances of drownings, children that are left unattended. Please be cautious, be careful. It does not take much for a child to fall in the water, and it doesn't take much water for it to be deadly. So please, again, as you enjoy the pools, as you enjoy the summer, please be careful to ensure that we're adjusting our actions, right, to ensure that we're providing a safe environment. The other thing is what we have seen in terms of the heat-related emergencies is that they usually happen later in the day, 4 or 5 in the afternoon. People are outside, they're heating up, they don't find a way to cool off, and what we're seeing is when they get home, we have instances of people falling sick. Heat stroke doesn't take much, from 0 to a critical incident within minutes. One of the ways that certainly, besides the air conditionings and besides adjusting our approaches and being outside, cool showers. That's a quick way to cool off. We recommend that if you're feeling hot, especially if you've been outside all day and working all day, a cool shower in the evening will prevent a serious injury. So with that, Mayor, thank you, and have a safe summer.
Okay. And have you all already gotten your?
We've already received ours.
Two have? Are they already on?
Yes. Well, my grandson got to come find up this weekend, but I've downloaded it.
Okay. And yours is?
Mine is on.
Is it making a difference?
It's making a big difference.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, it's nothing like a human testimony. Okay. I mean, we're talking about it, and you all are waiting to get yours installed. Okay. Well, just give me a call, and I'm gonna see how quickly I can get over there to install.
They told me when they give us one, you may come.
You got a fight going on.
Yeah, we better go. We better go offline.
Taking sheets and wetting them with a fan is not going to work.
Now that's an interesting one, because people do take their sheets and wet the sheets, and then put that fan, so thinking it's gonna cool that air.
It worked good when you were a child.
It's not working right now. Well, it didn't work when I was a child then.
But I was from upstate New York.
Oh, you from up in New York? Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna send some of that heat up to New York. You know. All right. All right. I know my team said, Mayor, you have extended this press conference. You know, but again, certainly want to acknowledge these seniors, and they represent so many other seniors who are needing of assistance.
Call 311 as well.
Okay, you can also call 301. Are there any questions in front of the meeting? Anybody? Did we get everything answered? All right, we're gonna just take a few pictures.